Oh, it won't make the freezer with me, I tell you that much. That's good. That's really good. That's perfect.
So there's a match going on in the ring.
Here, man. I got something for you to wipe your ass with. Here goes.
You smell it?
I do.
Like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and once you're done, leave a comment saying that I subscribed, and you will be replied to. We'll be doing as many as we can. The wonderful world of the World Wrestling Entertainment has plenty of different sized wrestlers. If you got the little hornswoggles, you got the big shows. In a company with all sorts of varying body weights, shapes, and sizes, sometimes if you want to stand out, you need to make a radical change to your body and really put yourself on a different level from the rest of the cast. I'm D Wicket, and these are the 10 most shocking WWE body transformations. Spoilers. Not really. Number 10, Jinder Mahal. Let's start off this list with the most prominent example of body transformation, getting you everything you could ever want in pro wrestling. Jinder Mahal's physique during his initial run got really bad. Like in 2014 when he was in 3MB, he lost all of his love for the sport and was drinking constantly, and the gut that he had showed.
We're the only three-man band that rocks faces, baby!
And Brock Lesnar. What a pellet of belly to Mahal. Lesnar tossing 3M.
The second he walked back into the building earlier this year, Vince fell in love with the new looks and pushed Jinder to the moon, giving him a run with the WWE Championship for over 6 months. All really because he looked, well, Indian.
Jinder Mahal, and I'm here in San Jose, Costa Rica. I'm getting my pop on. Today's shoulder day, so I'm going to show you a few exercises. So, yep, up.
Now Jinder Mahal from behind with the slam. Planted. Cover. Jinder's legal. Cobra clutch slam. Jinder.
Number 9, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio's time in WCW proved that flippy shit cruiserweight nonsense was literally the best lucha thing. Mysterio had an aura about him. You knew when he was in the ring, you were going to always be entertained and left satisfied, and he constantly found himself giving the best performance of the night. Then he went to WWE, and slowly but surely over the years, he lost everything that made him special. It really kind of hurts me to say that because he was one of my favorites when I was watching YouTube wrestling matches as a kid, but he just was not good. Not being able to do what he previously had done before and constantly getting hurt, it just all looked wrong for Mysterio. Here's a picture of him now, however. Holy shit. Number 8, Roman Reigns.
The past couple weeks have just all been about fine-tuning things, you know, really my diet and things like that. And one of those things is you have to be careful. You can't lift stupid. You have to be smart. A lot more goes into the weight room now than just competing with myself.
Not all of these transformations are for the better. As you may remember, in the summer of 2016, Roman Reigns got popped for violating the wellness policy and was taken out with a 30-day suspension. It's pretty fair to assume what you want about what got him in trouble, as when he came back, he was very clearly in worse shape than before. His loss of muscle was noticeable, and for the first time in his career, it looked like that vest was really necessary. Normally, all it would do is make a buff guy look completely ripped, but at Battleground 2016, it made an out-of-shape dude look almost in shape, but not really.
Into a boot. Wow. Good night for the championship. Roman Reigns kick out it.
Number 7, Kane. You can't really blame Kane for getting out of shape and not giving a fuck anymore. In the early 2010s, he was far, far past his prime and didn't really have anything going on. I mean, within a 4-year time span, all he really did of note was team with Daniel Bryan.
And your salad.
And kill Zack Ryder's career.
Really has their eyes set, wow, on the fact that Mr. John Laurinaitis may very well be terminated by the end of the night.
As Zack Ryder will gladly tell you, but right now Ryder should be focusing on what's going on inside the ring, and that's being picked apart by the big red monster. Away from defeat. Zack gets caught.
But once it was time to get back into the swing of things with his Demon Kane return in 2015, he really got himself into shape. Maybe it coincided with his attempts at becoming mayor, but he really put himself back out there and looked great for where he was at in his career, which was about 15 years past his prime, by the way. Number 6, Jake Roberts. Every now and then it's nice to pay some respect to people who went through hell and came out the other side looking better than before, and when it comes to WWE's lifesaver stories, Jake Roberts is the man to be. For well over a decade, Roberts was a complete mess, just drugged up and drunk beyond the point of belief from the pain of professional wrestling. He had gained an astonishing amount of weight and was nowhere near healthy. However, thanks to DDP and some good old-fashioned determination, today Roberts looks great for his age, especially in comparison to what he had previously been.
Get ready! Oh my God! Oh no! The new and improved Damien! Oh God!
Number 5, Bray Wyatt. This one's like strangely impressive because if you look at Husky Harris and then you look at Bray Wyatt, it's very obvious that Bray is by no means in perfect shape or even slim at all, but you can tell how far he's come from Husky Harris. In fact, Bray not being slim and being a little bit overweight works to his advantage in a strange way. He has such a unique body type that allows for him to be both deceptively quick and deceptively strong despite looking average at best in both categories. Husky Harris was just a big tank, but Bray Wyatt's a big, agile, creative monster. Number 4, Michael Cole. Considering Michael Cole's position finds himself seated behind a commentary desk for 3 hours a week, it should really surprise some people to hear his name on a list, as he's someone who does not need to be getting into shape ever. That being said, holy shit did he get into shape. We all unfortunately remember that awful match Cole had with Jerry Lawler at WrestleMania 27, as well as the embarrassing match he had with John Cena, where it was more than evident that Cole was in no shape to be performing. But Jesus, man, just look at him. He's ripped. Look at that ripped physique. It's kind of insane.
Oh man! My God! Look at that! Oh no! I think I'm vision impaired.
Number 3, Ric Flair. Another odd one, as if you know the legendary work of Ric Flair in the 80s, 90s, and even his still relatively great work of the 2000s, you probably have an image in your mind of Ric Flair. He's not really built on size, but instead in-ring talent and especially character work. No one worked a crowd like Ric Flair. No one was a more detestable dickhead heel than Ric Flair. So he didn't need to rely on being some big muscle-bound freak during his career, except for when he did. Before a nearly fatal plane crash in 1975 that led to his eventual massive loss of muscle and weight, Flair was huge. He was a muscle-bound freak. It's strange to think back on, but thank God he got in that plane crash and survived, of course. It ended up giving us one of the greatest of all time.
Wow, 16 times the world champion. Then one of the chicks are crazy about you, Nate. Hey, baby. God, she wants it. Do you blame her?
Number 2, The Rock. Oh my Christ, this one's pretty simple. Here's puny little fish boy Rocky Maivia in 1996, and here he is, jacked as shit and still getting bigger by the day, 20 years later. Holy fuck, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Jesus.
Come on, get it. Come on. 4 left, come on.
Focus.
And number 1, The Big Show. It's no secret that The Big Show has had some fluctuations with his weight and size over the years. He's gone from shockingly agile giant to massive 500-pound fat man, to the very slim Show, to the very Big Show, and then finally it culminated earlier this year when he returned and was legitimately jacked. Jacked as shit, baby. Like Booker T would have a heart attack upon seeing him, because Big Show got work done in that gym. Massive props for getting yourself those massive abs. Click like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at DWicketYT. Thank you all for watching.